Shriners Children's Ohio is teaming up with Boonshoft Museum to help equip parents when it comes to protecting their children from various serious burns.
And now joining us with Shriners is Jessica Wagner. Jessica, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. So we're talking about the ribbon cutting that's happening tomorrow. So tell us what people can expect at this ribbon cutting ceremony.
Yeah, we're really excited to work with our friends at the Boonshoft Museum of Discovery and cut the ribbon on a photo station featuring our mascot, Fezzy, and it's a great way to kick off Burn Awareness Week. And then after the ribbon cutting, we're going to read a story to the families and kids there that teaches some of the burn awareness, safety and prevention.
Oh, that's such a fun event.
Nice.
And I mean, this is kind of kicking off National Burn Awareness Week is next week. So tell me about that week. What's kind of Shriners' message for this?
Exactly. Our big message is be burn aware. We want people to remember that year round, but next week starting Sunday is really the week where we talk about the most common burns we see and what parents can do to prevent them in their children.
And I was looking at that picture that we had on the screen of that little bench. That was so cute. There it is right there. I mean, that is amazing.
Yeah.
And so, you know, talking about burn accidents, I mean, what are some of the most common burn accidents that you guys see?
Right, so last year at Shriners Children's Ohio here in Dayton, we treated more than 600 new burns in children. Of that 600 some burns, 40% were scalds. So scalds are liquid burns. So think coffee, tea, hot chocolate, even food, right? Grease, bacon grease especially, right, when you're cooking. That's really the big one we see.
And I know we normally chat to you around holidays when there's a lot of crazy families coming in, a lot of activity, but burns can happen really anytime. So what are the tips to help prevent burns in your house?
Yeah, so let's focus on scalds since that's kind of the most common one we see. And really the big one that we tell people, which I think is great for moms, especially if you're a busy mom, got a lot of activity, use that travel thermos that you love. Use it inside your house, especially if it has a tight-fitting lid. That way, if you've got a curious toddler that wants to reach up and grab something, if they reach for that mug, less likely to cause a spill or a scald injury. And then when you're cooking, your pots and pans, we sometimes like to have them hanging over the edge of the stove, kind of in the walkway. Turn those to the side because, again, little kids, they may not be paying attention, running through the kitchen, and you could have a serious burn injury.
And, you know, like you're saying, there's a lot of things that you can stay prepared, you can keep yourself prepared, you can follow all those steps, but if you do get burned, if your child does get burned, what do you need to do? What should they know?
The first thing you want to do is if there's any clothing that's also affected with the burn, even a scald, so hot liquid, remove that clothing. You want to stop the burning process. Then run that affected skin under running water and make sure it's tepid room temperature water. Do not use ice. It seems counterintuitive, but ice actually makes the burn worse. So don't use ice. Again, run it under that room temperature tepid water. Then pat it dry gently, and if you have dry gauze, wrap the skin in that, or even if you have a clean kitchen towel, something sort of soft and dry, wrap it. And then, you know, first obviously call 911 if you need to seek immediate medical attention, or, you know, give us a call at Shriners, and we're happy to take a look.
I feel like every single time we chat, I learn something new.
No, the cold water, I never knew that.
Yes, because I would immediately want to throw ice on it, but it sounds like that's definitely what you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, think about a frostbite or a cold burn, right? Like that's a form of a burn. It's just the opposite sort of temperature. So putting ice or something really cold actually makes it worse and damages your skin tissue even more. So it seems counterintuitive, like it would make you feel good, but that would actually make the burn process worse for your child.
Absolutely. Well, you can find all that information on your screen for the ribbon cutting ceremony that is tomorrow. Thanks so much for coming in and sharing this.
Thank you.
Of course.